Video games and the symphony. Well, they really don't sound like they go together, but a Springfield native and world-renowned video game composer has been changing that mindset for more than a decade. Tommy Tallarico performed his Video Games live show with the Springfield Symphony and Chorus on a recent weekend, introducing young people to symphonic music and inspiring them to follow their dreams no matter what people say. Carolee McGrath has our story.
It's something you don't expect at a symphony. Video games, laser lights, pyrotechnics, but the crowd ate it up as Springfield's own Tommy Tallarico came home and brought down the house. Tallarico is one of the most successful video game composers. He helped change the industry, writing music for video games for the last 27 years. The Cathedral grad brought his widely acclaimed show, Video Games Live, an audio and video concert celebrating video games and symphonic music, to Springfield Symphony Hall, a dream come true for him.
As a lot of you may know, I was born and raised 16 acres, Springfield, Massachusetts. First 21 years of my life.
The show featured music from the most popular video games performed by the Springfield Symphony Orchestra and Chorus. The seats were filled with young people, many of whom had never been to the symphony before, and they were captivated by the lights, the music, and the video presentation.
Over the last 13 years of touring the show, playing in front of millions of people all over the world, putting out our albums, our PBS special, we are introducing young people to a symphony. And as you saw at the show on Saturday night, we had a couple of thousand young people in there screaming and yelling and cheering and clapping for the Springfield Symphony and for video game and for symphonic music. When has that ever happened in the history of music?
Tallarico took the time to talk to students at Pope Francis while he was in town, and he's come a long way since running cross country and occasionally getting kicked out of class. He graduated from Cathedral in 1986.
And she threw me out of the class, by the way, just to let you know. Got in trouble. Yeah, thank you. And wait, hold on. Yeah, she's raising her hand. Yes, I threw you out of my class too. And so yeah, I get tossed out of class every once in a while. So the story is that you too can drive a Ferrari if you get thrown out of their classes. No.
And even though he joked about the good old days, he got very serious about his message, telling the students how he left Springfield for LA when he was 21 with 3 t-shirts, no job, and no place to live. He says he slept under a pier on the beach, but never lost focus. And in the end, he proved his critics wrong.
Everybody thought I was crazy. You know, they said, look, people who go to a symphony don't play video games. And people who play video games, they don't go to symphonies. So, like, no one's going to show up to your stupid thing.
I thought it was really cool. I liked his story of coming from nothing and then being as successful as he is. I also liked how he still wanted to come back home and talk to everyone from his hometown, because usually people who get successful, they forget about their roots, and he didn't.
One of the main points that Tommy drove home with the kids is never to give up on your dream. Be passionate, go for it. He says the most successful people are the ones who work the hardest. He also says his Catholic upbringing guided him throughout his whole career.
I went to Catholic schools my entire life. I started at Our Lady of the Sacred Heart from kindergarten to 8th grade, then to Cathedral High School. I went to St. Catherine's of Siena Church in 16 acres. And the values that I was taught in Catholic schools still stay with me to this day.
His former teacher, Leslie Perrault, teaches history at Pope Francis. He totally called you out. You kicked him out of class.
Just once.
So is it exciting to have him back here?
I think it's phenomenal that he was able to come back in after all these years and present to the kids. And obviously you could tell from all of the questions, they're very interested in video gaming and hearing what games he worked on. They know his work before they see him in person. So he's done tremendously well, and he's just an awesome inspiration to the kids.
It really taught me a few things about not just video games but life. like showing how hard work can actually pay off.
Hopefully there was somebody here today that was inspired enough to follow their dream and follow their passions.
Tallarico has performed more than 450 shows in 42 countries and can't wait to come home again. Reporting for Reel to Reel, I'm Caroline McGrath.
Looks like the show was a lot of fun. For more information on Tallarico and his concert series, we have a link at iobserve.org.